Hello. Here at the club, we provide. Then, once you've earned, but before.
Welcome to the apron. This is where all our flying adventures begin. Why don't you walk around a bit while I finish the pre-flight preparations? Today, we will be flying in a Cessna 172 Skyhawk. It's the main trainer airplane in our flight school. Our Cessna's got a glass cockpit and a 180 horsepower engine, climbs well, and is easy to fly. I'm ready if you are, so hop in and buckle up. Welcome aboard. While you settle in, let's go over our flight plan. After taking off, we will climb to 2,400 feet above sea level and then fly over the airport to enjoy the view. Ready? Why don't you start the engine for us? Perfect. The wind is from 179 degrees direction with a speed of 2 knots, so we'll be taking off from runway 36. Okay, let me taxi to the runway. All right, now comes the fun part. After releasing the brakes, we will apply full power and accelerate. Once we reach 55 knots, we will take off. We will be climbing at 75 knots, which is the recommended climb speed for the Cessna Skyhawk. While climbing, we will follow a left-hand traffic pattern and make 2 turns. Don't worry, if you get overwhelmed, I'm here to help. Release the parking brakes, otherwise we're not going anywhere. You handle the yoke, and I'll take care of steering the aircraft during takeoff. We have reached 55 knots. Pull back gently on the yoke to lift off. Climb attitude and speed. I see you know what you're doing. We are approaching our first turn. As you'll see, the Cessna 172 requires very little yoke movement to turn. We are at 300 feet. I'll retract the flaps. You keep climbing. Start turning left. Climbing and prepare for the next turn. Okay, turn left again. We are almost there. Remember, we need to climb to 2,400 feet. It'll keep us 500 feet above the traffic pattern. Today, the clouds are beautiful, aren't they? Let's maintain a positive rate of climb for now. Too much, ease up on your yoke movement. Try to maintain this climb attitude until we reach 2,400 feet. Okay, we are 2,400 feet above sea level and 500 feet above the traffic pattern. Now we have safe separation with the other airplanes. Look around. Can you see our airport? Let's fly over it. navigating and controlling the plane, but don't forget to enjoy the view. Mastering an aircraft is challenging, but when you see yourself getting better and better, it's a great feeling. We'd be glad to see you in our flight school. I hope you enjoyed the flight. Let's head back to the ground now.
It was good to have you on board today. Who knows? This might be the first chapter in your pilot's journey. Let's catch up at our headquarters. You seemed comfortable out there. I'm sure you will get your PPL in no time. There's a laptop in the office that shows all the certification information Here you can see all the different certifications you can pass throughout your career. Your first, you can take the private pilot license exam.
Welcome to Sedona. I'm Captain Jess Molina, and I'll be your instructor. For this lesson, we're going to start on the ground and focus on some basic concepts. Fundamentals every pilot needs to know before hitting the skies. This is your plane, a classic, the Cessna 172. Take a look around it. In the simulator, anytime you want, you can easily switch to cursor mode. The cursor is handy for interacting with menus and cockpit controls or instruments. As you can see, activating the cursor also displays the toolbar at the top of the screen. The toolbar is a quick access menu that allows you to control various aspects of the simulation. Try to find and open the controls panel. Welcome to Sedona. I'm Captain Jess Molina, and I'll be your instructor. For this lesson, we're going to start on the ground and focus on some basic concepts. Fundamentals every pilot needs to know before hitting the skies. This is your plane, a classic, the Cessna 172. Take a look around it. In the simulator, anytime you want, you can easily switch to cursor mode. The cursor is handy for interacting with menus and cockpit controls or instruments. As you can see, activating the cursor also displays the toolbar at the top of the screen. The toolbar is a quick access menu that allows you to control various aspects of the simulation. Try to find and open the controls panel. The controls panel is a useful reminder of the button layout for the devices you're currently using. Now try to find and open the camera panel in the toolbar. The camera panel allows you to access the various views and camera modes of the simulation. Go ahead and close all the panels for now. Right now, we are in the external view mode. Let's switch to cockpit view next. In front of you is the yoke, the primary means of controlling the aircraft. In the simulation, you will be controlling the aircraft with your peripherals of choice. So, let's hide the yoke for now. All right, as we've seen, when you want to look around you, it's easy to rotate the camera. But you can also move it freely in the cockpit to get a better view of anything you want to see. Even through a window to look outside. Now, reset the camera to its original position. All right, that covers all the main camera functions available in the simulation. Try to familiarize yourself with them a bit more, then reset the camera to its original position whenever you're done. Great. Let's get you familiar with the aircraft, a Cessna 172, and a few commands to navigate it through the skies. In front of you is the yoke. The yoke is like a steering wheel, more or less. Turn it left or right to control the ailerons and bank the aircraft into turns. Look at the trailing edge of the wings while turning the yoke to see the effect on the ailerons. Okay. Now, the difference between the yoke and a steering wheel is you can pull or push on the yoke. This controls the elevator at the back of the aircraft to make it climb or descend. Look at the horizontal stabilizer. While you pull on the yoke, you can see how it affects the elevator. brace. Down at your feet are the rudder pedals. They steer the aircraft when you're on the ground. The upper part of the pedals also control your brakes. In the air, they control the rudder at the end of the vertical stabilizer to yaw the aircraft. This is mostly for small corrections, for coordinating turns or compensating for a plane's tendency to pull left during takeoffs and climbs. Look at the vertical tail while operating the pedals to see the effect on the rudder. Great. Last but not least, the throttle is located near the center of the cockpit. Pushing forward will increase power, pulling back will decrease power. First, look at the throttle and select it. Keep it selected and push it forward to increase power. Power is increased. Now pull it back to decrease power. Power is decreased. Now we'll do the same without focusing on it. Deselect the throttle. Look away from the throttle and increase power. Set your throttle to idle. Excellent. When the engine is on, you'll be able to see the power change on your RPM indicator. You will find it on your PFD screen in the top left corner. This tells you how fast the engine is spinning in hundreds of revolutions per minute. Next, take a look at your current speed on the airspeed indicator. It's on the left on your PFD screen. It measures the speed in knots. To check your altitude, look to the altimeter. It's on the right on your PFD screen. Not all aircraft have integrated screens with all this information. A lot of them rely on analog instruments. You can find the analog versions of the airspeed indicator and the altimeter just above the throttle. They are respectively on the left and right. The analog altimeter has 3 hands similar to a clock. The long, thick pointer indicates 100-foot intervals. The short, thick one is 1,000-foot intervals. And the long, thin one counts 10,000-foot intervals. That's all for today. Next time, we'll see how it feels in the air. To help demonstrate pitch, I've drawn 3 lines on the windshield. Notice how the middle line matches the horizon while we're flying level? This is the cruise attitude. The lower dotted line is the climb attitude, and the upper one is the descent attitude. Let's dig deeper into what that means. Pull back gently on the yoke until the climb attitude line matches the horizon. Then maintain that attitude. According to your altimeter, we're gaining altitude. But we're losing airspeed, proving you can't avoid basic physics while making a climb. Keep working on it, you'll get better. Now, let's level back out. Our speed is increasing and our altitude is stable. That's okay. Push gently on the yoke until the descent attitude line matches the horizon. Then maintain that attitude. You put your plane in a dangerous situation. Push gently on the yoke until the descent attitude line matches the horizon. Then maintain that attitude. Push on the yoke gently, just until the descent attitude line matches the horizon. Then hold that attitude. Push on the yoke gently, just until the descent attitude. As expected, with a nose-down attitude, our altitude is decreasing while our speed is picking up. Keep working on it, you'll get better. Okay, bring us back to level flight. Now your speed is decreasing and your altitude is stable. That's okay. I think a bit more practice may be a good idea. Try to make only small adjustments to your pitch to avoid overcorrection. For this lesson, we're going to use a line drawn on the windshield to indicate the cruise attitude. I've also added another dotted line to help you bank properly for left turns. Gently move the yoke to the left until the dotted line matches up with the horizon. Then maintain that bank. You put your plane in a dangerous situation. Gently move the yoke to the left until the dotted line matches up with the horizon. Then maintain that bank. That's good. Watch your altitude. It wasn't constant during the turn. Now, let's see you level back out. That's okay. Remember to maintain altitude while leveling off. For the next step, turning to the right, let's see how you do on your own without any markings. You can see a series of notches representing 10-degree increments on the attitude indicator part of your PFD. As a general rule, you always want to keep your turns under 30 degrees. Start banking right until you're lined up with the second notch to the right on the attitude indicator. Then, maintain that 20-degree bank while remaining at the same altitude until I ask you to stop. Keep working on it, you'll get better. Keep working to maintain a constant altitude during the turn. Level us back out now. That's good. Remember to maintain altitude while leveling off. Remember, during a turn the aircraft tends to sink, you need to pull on the yoke to compensate.
Waterloo Tower, Beluga November, Foxtrot Mike, 411 tree at runway 26 ready for departure. West departure.
Beluga November, Foxtrot Mike, 411 tree. Altimeter 299er tree departure to the west approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 26.
Cleared for takeoff runway 26. Beluga November, Foxtrot Mike, 411 tree. Waterloo Tower, Beluga November Foxtrot Mike 411 tree. Frequency change. Toronto Center. Beluga November Foxtrot Mike 411 tree is type 3 miles southwest of Waterloo, 2200. Request flight following.
Beluga November Foxtrot Mike 411 tree, Toronto Center. Squawk 0 tree 41.
Squawk 0 tree 41. Beluga November Foxtrot Mike 411 tree.
Beluga November Foxtrot Mike 411 tree. Radar contact 3 miles southeast of Charlie Echo Juliet Charlie Tango, 3900. Altimeter 299er tree.
Roger. Beluga November Foxtrot Mike 411 tree.
Beluga November Foxtrot Mike 411 tree, contact Toronto, approach on 1 tree 4.175. Good day.
Going to 1 tree 4.175. Beluga November Foxtrot Mike 411 tree.
Endeavor 5467, climb and maintain 3000. Climb and maintain 3000. Endeavor 5467. Endeavor 5467, contact Toronto. Approach on 125.4. Good day. Going to 125.4. Endeavor 5467.
Toronto Tower, Beluga November, Foxtrot Mike, 411 tree is tree miles south, 2100 with India to land.
Beluga November Foxtrot Mike 411 tree, Toronto Tower. Altimeter 29990, fly straight in runway tree right.
Make straight in runway tree right. Beluga November Foxtrot Mike, 411 tree.
Beluga November Foxtrot Mike 411 tree, wind 290 at 5, clear to land runway tree right.
Clear to land runway tree right. Beluga November Foxtrot Mike, 411 tree.
Beluga November Foxtrot.
121 decimal niner for Beluga November, Foxtrot Mike, 411 tree.